Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? So I just come up with this idea right after a long day. As you can see, it's getting a little dark out here. Literally just got home from several events, 2 meetings this morning, ribbon cutting, networking event, just very busy day. And I thought that I really wanted to kind of change up my approach on LinkedIn. So a lot of time, right now I've been talking about a lot of the obvious out there. Well, maybe obvious to me, maybe not so obvious to others, but talking about things like leadership and, following your dreams and things like that. And a lot of people are probably like, they read my LinkedIn profile and they're like, okay, so you do, digital marketing, have done, keynote speeches, things like that, and you never really talk about that. So I'm going to start something new, and I'm going to start to talk about what I actually do, all right, and how I was able to build my agency from being a solopreneur to, 11, 12 people in about a year's time, and why our growth has exploded so much. Hopefully this will help out a lot of you entrepreneurs out there, because I just went to a ribbon cutting, and she was saying that she went through all of the pains of being an entrepreneur and all the growth pains and things like that, and it made me think about, okay, so what is it that really helped you to grow and set you apart in an industry that is so flooded, that's so crowded? Now, we do digital marketing. Hey, that's a lot better. So we do digital marketing, and there are a lot of people out there that do digital marketing. There's a lot of agencies that have been very, very successful. So, why have we been able to penetrate the market so well in our area? And I have to say that one of the things was we realized that we did not want to dominate a certain geographical area. Our approach was to basically rule the western suburbs of Chicago. That's it. We didn't want to be in downtown Chicago. We did not want to have all of that huge competition with all of that huge overhead and have to pay these huge salaries and all this other type of stuff and charge people a lot of money simply to justify our costs. So we decided, you know what, we're going to stay in the Chicago suburbs, and we are going to rule the Chicago suburbs. And that the best way to do that would be to connect with those businesses that are in the Chicago suburbs. So that's what we set out to do. We set out on a journey to become what we call micro-famous. And that means becoming famous in a very specific segment, in a very specific market, or a very specific geographical area. And for us, it was a geographical area, and that was the Chicago suburbs. The other thing that we decided that we wanted to do that was actually against the advice of several people in the industry was we decided to go against the grain. Now, you might say there's a lot of digital marketing agencies that do this, but I'm pretty confident that I don't know if everyone does it the way that we do it. So I like to say, Michael Jordan can teach me to play basketball, but I ain't going to play like Michael Jordan. There ain't no way. So when I got out of my MBA program, I realized that a lot of agencies are out there talking about getting visible and, a lot of this bling bling, but really, we're kind of missing the main point. And the main point was generating revenue. Generating revenue for your business is what we are going to do. I got to walk backwards because I'm not going to have the light. Is what we're going to do, generate revenue for your business. Now you might say, okay, we're going to get you visible. We're going to put you out there, we're going to put your business out there, but are you putting out those elements of that business or that service offering that's going to help that business remain sustainable? Are you looking at the overall operations of the business? Because a lot of times people might say, you know what, I need marketing, and marketing is not what they need. They just need an overhaul. They need organizational development. That's what they need. They have high employee turnover. They have poor leadership. They have a lot of things that no matter how much freaking marketing you throw at them, or you do for them, it's going to end up being a dead end. They're going to lose money. They're going to end up canceling your services, and then they're going to blame you. So we realized that we want to take a more of a business consultative approach to digital marketing and run all of our marketing strategies, or base all of our marketing strategies off of, okay, what is going to generate revenue for you, and what are the missing pieces to make that happen, and to make that happen effectively. Now, I might be stepping out there and saying this, but I really feel that a lot of digital agencies say, you know what, I'm good at SEO. I'm good at, social media. I'm good at web design. So, you know what, let me do that, and guess what? The people are going to come, and nothing can be further from the truth. All right? Think about it. A well-oiled machine has several components that work in synchronicity with each other. So for you to have somebody that's just focused just on SEO, just on social media, just on website design, it doesn't make any sense, because you know what? One part does not know what the other part is doing. And if you want to be successful, each part has to know what the other part is doing. They have to understand the overall strategy and how they're going to work together and complement and supplement each other. So if you think about business and you think about efficiencies, let's think about JIT, just-in-time inventory. Did I get that right? JITT, whatever, just-in-time inventory. So those of you that know just-in-time inventory, you order enough I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, it's all about running your organization efficiently. So think about it. I got a website designer, I have an SEO person, they're all doing their thing, and I need something to happen really fast. But no, I got to wait for the website developer. I have to wait for the SEO person, and they have no idea about what the role of social media has to do in their overall digital marketing strategy, nor they have no idea of how that is actually going to affect the overall digital marketing strategy. So guess what? I'm spending a lot of time, and time is money, trying to explain all of this to them. That is my reason why an all-inclusive digital marketing agency is so important. That is my reason why I believe that everybody should understand how all of those components of a digital marketing strategy work together. And this has actually been backed up by research. So the fact that you might have an SEO specialist, you might have a social media specialist, you might have a web design specialist, but they have no freaking idea how one or the other affects, each other, is critical. It's time wasted. It's money wasted, because you're waiting to hear back. Okay, let me see what this person says about this. Let me see what that person says about that. Do they really understand? Do you understand how what I'm posting on social media is going to affect my SEO, affect my website rankings? Do they understand it when I'm designing this website? And this is huge. We've run into so many companies that are designing a website, and the website designers have no freaking idea of SEO. So they design this beautiful website that is just not functional. It is not built to improve the customer experience, because guess what? They have no idea what the customer experience has to be. Is it just getting to a call to action? That's one part of it. But is it also driving them towards the ultimate goal or the ultimate messaging interaction that the company desires? So they build your website, they charge all this money, and then you're not getting the results that you want. You spent all these dollars, you wasted all of these dollars, and now you're like, got a sour taste in your mouth because you got burned. You got burned. So my thing is, I think it is critical, and this was just backed up by a study by, I cannot remember. It's on there. But it was a study conducted on Indeed that said that digital marketing agencies are having a hard time finding qualified people because they lack the combination of three critical elements. And those three critical elements were, now this is the combination. This is not those three elements in singularity. This is a combination of three elements. That is creativity, understanding all elements of digital marketing, and finally, business acumen. Business acumen. All right, so I'm a designer, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to do digital marketing, and you have no business acumen because you have no no knowledge about operations, you have no knowledge about efficiency, you have no knowledge about revenue generation, profit margins, nothing like that. So you just create this agency, and you're like, we're going to market you, and we really don't care what your ROI is. We're not even focused on your ROI. We don't know how many widgets we need to turn over in order for you to get a positive ROMI, or return on marketing investment. And guess what? The company ends up losing money. They spend thousands of dollars on you, and guess what? They blame you. Somebody else has to come in and fix the problem. So anyway, I just want to give an overview of what I feel is a big gap that's missing in the digital marketing space. And it's kind of a shame, and that there's a lot of, now with the advent of the internet, anybody can be famous, anybody can be an expert, anybody can go out there and say, you know what, I know how to do this, I know how to post stuff on those social media. So, you know what, guess what, I'm going to make you famous. You're going to, droves of people are going to just be driven to your website, and you're going to make business. I'm like, oh yeah, so all right, so, all these people are driven to your website, and you have only a 48% pass-through rate. What's happening to all the other 52%? You capturing information? Are you engaging them? Are you engaging them? How are you pre-qualifying them? Social media person. How are you doing that? All right? Are you talking to somebody that knows how to do that? All right? What are you basing your social media messaging on? Are you reaching the right people? So anyway, I don't want to go on. Stay tuned. It's going to be another episode later on, but I just felt as if it was time for me to really get in and voice my opinion on what I think about digital marketing, what's missing out there. And hopefully, please tune in. There's going to be a lot more of amazing advice that I can give you. I'm going to share some softwares with you that I've used when starting up my company that's enabled me to, be sustainable. All right. Sometimes the software that's promoted out there is super expensive. It's going to, put your company in the red. You're thinking, oh, this is popular, so let me spend this money on this. And there's a lot better alternatives. So anyway, keep tuning in. I hope this was a help. It's getting dark now. I've actually enjoyed doing this outside. Anyway, peace, LinkedIn. Take care. Bye-bye.